I think a lot of people forget how good Mosiman has gotten lately.
Pretty high on Michael Mosiman too. The reason why is because he gets better every year.
There were several races where it was absolutely his race to win.
He lucked out by getting that extra year. He was about to get dropped.
This year I got a whole new attitude coming towards it.
So this is Michael Mosiman's horrible crash in practice.
I've been through stuff that's way harder, then it's like, okay, I got this.
If I was going to describe Michael, I would need probably like a 3-book series, a minimum, probably a TV show adaptation, you know, definitely like prologue, epilogue, like we're going to be here all day.
First name, Michael, but my friends call me Rashid.
Yeah, track's a bit wet, eh? Might not be the day for me, you know. It's like a Jackie Chan memorial, I think. Jackie Robinson. Production, not enough sweat, more spray bottle.
I feel like there's a debate on how he smells.
So yesterday, I couldn't take it anymore. I asked him, do you wear deodorant? He said no. I had to buy a expensive deodorant. I don't have to be at a distance anymore. Because I'm so used to being here. Now I can actually be closer.
Pretty early on, when I knew Michael, my wife and I were out playing tennis for like the first time in, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years. And he comes rolling up to the park and he watches us play a little bit. And the first thing that he says when we get off the phone is, "Wow, I'm so glad you guys are out here playing tennis. I didn't know people played tennis like that in public." And the most backhanded compliment I have ever gotten in my life.
It was my second week of working here, and I walked right into the locker room because I saw that he was in there walking in. And I said, "Hey, I'm Bryce, I'm your new mechanic." He said, "What was wrong with my old mechanic?" The dude is different. He's got always the right things to say when you don't really think that that should be said. He was telling us a story one day about his buddy who, him and his wife are expecting a baby. In a few more months, they'll figure out the gender. And Michael looks at him and says,
All right, probably gonna cut that.
First thing I would tell someone about Michael when they're first meeting him, be prepared. He's sneaky funny. You're not prepared for it, and it'll hit you out of left field. But you're telling us a story about like one of your friends had a gender reveal party.
He said the same thing over there. So.
Great things, you know, about Michael. There's also things like, for example, like he thinks he's a really great comedian. He's really not. But he tries really hard. I think he tries as hard as he can with his jokes as he does with his training. The thing is the training pays off probably more.
I've seen some people comment, Michael Mosiman seems like he's a chill guy, or something like that. I think that's a pretty accurate description.
Woo! Lord, I feel good.
Bro, you didn't see anything. I think what keeps me grounded outside of my racing is actually my friendships and relationships with people who have nothing to do with racing. And it's primarily, you know, friendships through church. Like every Wednesday we have like 30 plus people over our house with kids running around, and you know, there's a whole potluck. Or the cars go down the street, you know, like a half mile. And it's awesome.
Michael, did I ever tell you about the time he got down there and got arrested for dancing in that bar? On top of the bar. If he'd had clothes on, it wouldn't have been so bad. Well, Michael's the kind of guy that every day he stands out, just by who he is. He is unique. My first impression of Michael was, how did this dude get married to Amber? You guys were the most interesting couple I'd met, because she's a lawyer, and I'm talking about a really, like a book lawyer. And here's a guy that's just riding, he's in the professional circuit riding motorcycles. And I was like, that is really unusual. But I guess a guy that rides in the circuit riding motorcycles, his wife has to do something. You know, I guess being a lawyer is just as good as any.
Oh, I didn't find out what Michael did for a living for like minimum a month of regularly seeing him. I gotta be honest, I didn't know racing dirt bikes was a sport. So I thought that was just a thing that he did, and I didn't really think more of it. I definitely support the risks that Michael takes. The risk Michael takes, it's part of what he loves. It's part of who he is. He is a smart guy. He doesn't take stupid risks. He's not out there doing stupid things. He is making calculated decisions. Every time he takes a turn on the track, you know, he is thinking about 1,000 different things, as is anyone who's at his level.
Michael and Amber are both so open and generous to the point where Michael's had his car stolen by somebody before, and had people who were living with him for really just a long time because they needed a place to stay. And Michael and Amber said, "We're here for you." This one time, I asked Michael if his van would be available, and he said, "The van is, I'm not." And I said, "I don't think I can take it." And he hands me his keys and says, "It's time for you to become a man." I really did. Michael helped me become a man.
I kind of, you know, a lot of times like to keep that Hannah Montana lifestyle, like, you know, the best of both worlds, where I'm not always Michael Mosiman the racer. Sometimes I'm just, you know, Michael Mosiman, the strange guy, you know, who we don't know what he does. Who drives a strange van, you know, right? Like, so I think that those friendships keep me grounded, and not everyone's gonna get to see that side of me.
I can't figure out how to put beat on. Woo! Lord, I feel good. Welcome to Michael Mosiman's YouTube channel. Hi. All right, I know you're used to liking and subscribing, but today I want you to hate and unsubscribe. Frick, I mean, I'm not even playing at this point.
Everyone's gonna think the piano claims are a fraud.
That's not the first time we've made these claims.